Okay, are we live? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the very first Go Off with Nickey. We got a lot to get into, but it is also the date of my birth. So I'm going to keep this short. We ain't going to go over about an hour so I can get on to my day. But, okay, I guess we'll just get right on started. The first thing that I am going to get to, let's see, I got my handy dandy organizational stuff going on. I just got me an Alexa for my birthday, which I am so excited about. And all I do is tell her to like make me a list, and she makes me a list, and then I can go into the app and see my list. So the first thing on the agenda. Okay, so I feel like I got dog hair on me. The dang dog. Yeah, if you got a dog, you know, okay? So I feel like my number one original content streaming is HBO. I feel like nobody original content touches HBO. I used to be down for Netflix being second because they used to make some pretty good stuff like the What Happened to Wednesday and the one with the aliens. I can't think of the name. I really don't pay attention to Prime originals. Now, Samaritan was good, but besides, I really don't pay attention to Prime original stuff. So I've been feeling like Hulu might be kind of coming up. But y'all, child, Hulu is not coming up. I just saw Graham Cuddy. Now, first of all, just based on the preview, I was excited to see this, honestly. I'm the type of person, I'm excited to see every horror movie that comes out. Period. I don't care what it is. If the genre is horror, that's all I need to know. I don't even need to know the premise or anything. I'm ready to see the movie. Now, just in the preview, the actual monster, it ain't look very scary, but I was still like, you know what? I'm going into this with high hopes. I feel like Hulu is really trying to come up on their content. So basically, Grim Cuddy is a horror movie that is about parents who suddenly get really concerned and paranoid when they start hearing about this internet challenge that gets kids to cut themselves. And there is also a story in the movie where apparently, a story or a rumor where apparently the Grim Cuddy got a kid to stab his mom, right? And that's kind of the opening of the series. We see the Grim Cuddy going after this little boy and he stabs his mom. Y'all, I done seen some bad movies, child. I done seen some bad movies. Yeah, this is kind of at the top of the list of the worst movies I have seen in my life. First of all, they have a lot of ASMR in this movie because the teenage girl that we follow, the main protagonist that we follow, is a teenage girl who has a YouTube channel that is ASMR. I never knew what that was until my cousin got a YouTube channel. She's actually a huge, big time YouTuber. I guess ASMR is a big thing because her channel is like huge. But I've never actually watched any ASMR. It just doesn't seem like anything I would be into. And based on this movie, child, I caught my eye after I saw this movie and I was like, maybe I'm like one of them sensory sensitive or something people. Y'all, the ASMR in this it's a lot and it's painful. It is literally painful. The girl is whispering when the movie opens for her ASMR and she is talking so close to the mic you can like hear her tongue touching her like roof of her mouth. It is painful. The whispering, y'all, it was like nails on a chalkboard. They have a piece of toast and she's like rubbing the knife on it was all killing me so bad that like 4 minutes into the movie I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And actually the very end, I didn't get the end of the movie because they had her ASMR like voicing over the like ending collage. So I saw the collage, but I had to mute it because it was literally painful. It was so bad. Now, let me go to my little notes. I got some notes on the movie that I want to make sure I hit on. Now, the creature in the movie, like I said, you can tell from the preview, the creature is pretty bad. Like, I don't know who designed this creature, but they need to not ever work in Hollywood ever again for the rest of their life. They need to get a new job. Maybe they could be chalk outline guy, like Mr. Writer. Or designer, do you think if we just leave the body on the ground, you can just trace around it? Because you can't design the monster. This looks like something from a cartoon or a kids program, something you would see in something that's like Erie, Indiana-esque or Goosebumps-esque. Like, it looks like something that's for kids. It was laughable. It pretty much looks like a roach and a huge lollipop and the Slender Man and the Grudge Girl if they took a bunch of protein powder and beefed up on steroids. Like, it's laughable. Now, I feel like the scariest part of this movie is the dad. Our main parents that we see of the main girl we follow, the dad, y'all, he was so scary. I'm telling you, okay, I thought there was going to be a twist at the end of the movie. Have you ever seen those movies where you see events happen, right? But then they have a twist and they re-show you those events and it shows you how it really happened versus how they showed the viewer. I thought they were going to literally jump back and show us every time the Grim Cuddy attacked, it was actually the dad. He was insane. He was the scariest thing about this movie. He would be going insane. Get off the internet! Because basically the parents would hear about this internet challenge. They wanted to take their kid's phone. They didn't want them on the internet. The dad put some kind of tracer where he could see when the kids get on the internet and what they search. And he's like, Grim Cuddy! He searched Grim Cuddy! It was so insane the way he would be yelling at his kids. I'm seeing like I would be running towards the Grim Cuddy and away from my dad. He was so freaking scary and so freaking insane, y'all. It was so psychotic. He was literally the scariest thing in the whole entire movie. Now, it was kind of easy to pick up on the fact that the Grim Cuddy basically is summoned by the parents, right? Because it was really easy to pick up on the fact that the Grim Cuddy did not attack the girl until her parents learned of the Grim Cuddy, looked it up online, and started freaking out. Then she saw the Grim Cuddy try to attack her. So it was really, really easy to piece that together. So it wasn't really a mystery in the movie. I guess the mystery would be what started the Grim Cuddy or where it came from. That is what our main character was trying to track down, because basically all the parents would flip out because another parent would tell you about this internet challenge, about the meme, about the Grim Cuddy, but no one could actually find the actual challenge. Like, no one could find it. So our main protagonist girl, you know what, let me look up her name, because I can't think of her name. I'm just calling her the main protagonist girl. Her name is Asha. That was it. That was her name. So Asha's parents flips out about the Grim Cuddy, about the internet and all this stuff, and basically her little brother can kind of play the parents, and he's acting out, oh, hidey ho parents, yes, let's detox from the cell phones. I'll put it in a detox box. They had a detox box where you had to put your laptop and your cell phone, but really the kid was playing them because he had a secret laptop. Now, how a little 12-year-old got a laptop his parents don't know about, I don't know, because when I was 12, everything I had my mama bought. Like, I don't know how you get a whole laptop and your parents don't know, but that's besides the point, I suppose. So the girl, she's a teenager for one, it's the modern age for two, and she has a YouTube channel. She did not want to give her stuff up. Literally, this movie is written so horribly. The dialogue is so bad. One person literally says, they can't just take our cell phones. That's fascist. We need to call the police. And I'm watching like, is this real? Is this for real? Like, it was so horrible. But basically, she is trying with another teenager to track down the actual meme, because they start realizing, okay, no one has actually seen this meme that the parents are freaking out about. So that was easy to put that together. Now, she gets attacked by the Grim Cuddy. She grabs a knife to protect herself. Now, I found it extremely convenient because basically the challenge is supposedly the Grim Cuddy gets kids to voluntarily cut themselves. You know all these internet challenges. So I found it convenient that every single time the Grim Cuddy attacked her, she grabbed a knife. How was a knife just always handy? The first attack, okay, I can buy it. She was in the kitchen, running through the kitchen. Her parents realized she got into the detox box, so they were looking for her. So she's trying to hide from the parents while she's on the phone with a teenage girl trying to figure out the Grim Cuddy, and the Grim Cuddy attacks her. So I can plausibly buy that she gets a knife at the very beginning, but then she gets attacked at like a house party and all, and I'm just sitting here like, it's very convenient that you can get a knife in every occasion so that your parents can just say, oh, you're following the challenge and you're trying to cut yourself. Now, when the Grim Cuddy first attacks, she tells her parents that someone was in the house. They call the police, and the police end up saying, we've gotten a lot of calls like this tonight. And that also helps you piece together that as soon as the rumor mill amongst the parents start and they start going crazy about the Grim Cuddy, this is when simultaneously all the kids are getting attacked and seeing the Grim Cuddy. So that was, like I said, that was obvious to pretty much piece together. Now, I feel like the movie was going for this kind of mob mentality, you know, internet paranoia, helicopter parent, mom vloggers. We're going to get into the mom vlogger, child. Like, just this commentary on all of that, which in essence, the idea of this movie, I feel like it's a good idea. Okay, whatever. The execution, the writing, the characters, the dialogue, the actual monster, it was terrible. So they end up finding out she goes to a house party of this rich kid who is the only person whose parents hasn't done the detox box, because he's a rich, you know, spoiled kid. His parents are out of the country, etc., and they need to use his internet. Now, they end up tracing the Grim Cuddy to this mom vlogger because they notice words the mom vlogger used is what their parents use verbatim about the detox box and all this other stuff, yada, yada, yada. So, actually, the monster is not the Grim Cuddy. The true evil is the self-righteous mom vlogger. Yeah. That's why I'm like, they were trying to go for something. They was trying. They ain't quite get there, but they was trying. Okay, they was trying. I'm a grade on the curve, and I'm gonna say, you know what, you tried. So, oh, and the teenage friend had parents that gave her a lot of freedom and trust. So her parents initially was not freaking out the way the rest of the parents was. They end up freaking out. I feel like that was a missed opportunity to explore. Like I said, what I thought they were trying to explore, that was a missed opportunity to explore the nuances of parenting, because it's not just one extreme or the other, either the neglectful parents or the helicopter parents. I thought that would be the nuance of the parents who trust their daughter, because I feel like my mama, no, when I was a teenager, I was insane. Like, I'm surprised she ain't sent me to military school. But my mother knows her child, and she knows that if I do anything, it is not peer pressure. It's always going to be my idea. So I feel like it would have made sense for not every single solitary parent to freak out and think that your child is going to see the internet tell them to cut themselves and they're going to actually cut themselves. But no, every single solitary parent in this movie freaks the f*** out. Which is unrealistic in my humble opinion. And if they didn't freak out, like I said, they were the neglectful parent. Now, I'm sorry, just thinking about this movie is making me laugh. The acting in this movie is ridiculous. It's truly laughable. And the mom of Asha is actually, I can't think of her name, but she is an actress that I have seen pretty consistently. One of her movies is actually on, I haven't posted it yet, on my video for Halloween night movies to binge. And I'm like, baby, you used to know how to act. Like, what happened? It was so weird. The acting was, the best actor in the movie was the younger brother. And I'm sitting here like, baby, if this is acting, I need to go try to apply for a role. Well, you don't apply for a role. Audition for a role. The acting was horrendous. Okay. Now, the daughter ends up getting attacked by the Grim Cuddy at the house party, because while at the house party, when she first gets in, she's kind of in the background, but you can see her. One kid pulls up his cell phone and he's like, yeah, everyone say Grim Cuddy and let's act like we're cutting ourselves. Ah! And she's in the background. And if the parents are paying attention, she's literally looking like, the hell is wrong with these people? She's not doing all the stuff with them, but her parents end up hearing from another parent about this Grim Cuddy party that's going on. They look it up. They see Asha in the picture, and dad goes on to the Grim Cuddy. He was insane, y'all. I can't even. He was so psycho. He was like, when you see a movie and they talk about when people do a crime high on PCP and they can like break car windows and like lift-ish, that's super like way of time. That's how the dad was going off. So the second the dad sees this and goes off, Asha starts getting, she sees the Grim Cuddy at the party. She can get a knife at the house party. Now the parents fly over to the house party. They get into the main party. It's like upstairs. They hear Asha yelling upstairs. When they get upstairs, the Grim Cuddy, she has a knife to protect herself, but the Grim Cuddy is trying to make her cut herself. Obviously, the parents cannot see the Grim Cuddy. They just see her in the hallway screaming and cutting herself. Now, she tries to tell her mother when she's in the hospital, do you know me to cut myself? Do you know me to ever do anything to hurt myself and all this other stuff, right? Keep that in your mind. She ends up tracking down the mom vlogger's address. She asks her, oh, I forgot about another crazy part. When the parents pick her up from the house party, she had called her younger brother to ask him to look up the address for the mom vlogger. Once they get in the car, that's when we got the scene that I talked about earlier where the dad put the little stuff on and he could see when someone was searching, and he saw it. Now, at this point, the little boy has never seen the Grim Cuddy. The dad is like, he's searching Grim Cuddy! And all of a sudden, the little boy gets attacked by Grim Cuddy. So freaking stupid. So we get to the hospital. Asha finds that her brother got the address. She steals the mom car keys. This didn't make no sense. Your daughter's in the hospital because she just tried to kill herself, but you leave her alone. Am I tripping? If your teen daughter just tried to kill themselves, you do not leave them alone. Like, that didn't make any sense. Like, mom, like, left her alone. I don't mean like she walked out the room. I mean like mom booked somewhere else in the hospital. She was gone. So the daughter gets the mom keys. Let's fast forward. She gets to the mom vlogger house. Fast forward. She discovers the mom vlogger is the mom who got stabbed, whose son stabbed her, right? Now, obviously, we can deduce, we learn, we can tell the son stabbed mom because mom was freaking out, and the Grim Cuddy only attacks when your parent is freaking out. So this little boy is locked in a closet. She is locked from the outside. She opens it. All of a sudden, the mom flips out. Now, she holds a gun to Asha and everything. Her mom comes in because she saw where the daughter looked up and saw the address, and she took a Uber or whatever there. Fast forward. So the mom gets there, Asha's mom, and the mom vlogger is saying, your daughter, you know, she's crazy. I don't know what she's here for. The daughter is telling the mom, watch out. She held a gun on me. There's a boy locked in the closet. The mom reaction to, she just held a gun on me and there's a boy locked in the closet, is to smack fire out of her daughter. That's her reaction. So we get in the car and mom starts flipping out, finally on the level of how dad was flipping out. And all of a sudden the Grim Cuddy is coming to her and she's like, mom, just calm down. Because now Asha has learned, because you know that's kind of the premise of our protagonist. Something happens and you got to try and find out the mystery of how to solve it. So she's figured out that if the parents are calm and don't freak out, the Grim Cuddy does not attack. Somehow this woman is able to get so mad that she can punch and break the window, the car window. Baby, do car windows just break like like that easy? But her hand is perfectly fine. Like, mom is okay. Mom flips out about all these stories that the girl is telling. She punches the window and all of a sudden she says, just stay right here, Asha. She goes into the house back to the mom vlog and she says, my daughter's not a liar. Bitch, your daughter been lying the whole movie, according to you and your husband. Your daughter said she did not cut herself. Your daughter said she was attacked. Your daughter said a little boy was being held in the closet. Your daughter said the woman had a gun on her, and you ain't believe none of it. But all of a sudden, you punch the window and have an epiphany that my daughter doesn't lie. But come on now, child. Yo, the way the writer had mom connect 1 + 1, the ish was equaling like 23. It made no sense for mom to jump from not believing a word from the daughter the whole movie, not getting any type of proof or anything that suddenly comes in to change your mind. No, all of a sudden it's just punch the window. My daughter doesn't lie. I was literally watching this movie like, it felt like I was in like the Twilight Zone. Like, you know how when the Twilight Zone come on, it's like, do not attempt to adjust your dial. Like, it was so insane. And I had to rewind it because I'm just like, baby, what did I miss? Mama punched the window and then she just suddenly was calm. Stay here, Asha. My daughter doesn't lie. It was so asinine. It was so stupid. It did not make any sense whatsoever. So now, ta-da, mom figures out that as long as the parents don't freak out, their kids are safe. And she's a nurse. She works at the hospital. She puts together a cocktail so that she can inject the husband, right? Because their kids need to be safe. And the husband is, like I said, the scariest thing in the movie. Y'all, this movie was so lazy and cliched. It was just so terrible. So the anticlimactic climax of the movie, we get to the hospital. Dad freaks out when it comes to the son. Son has to run. He's running through the hospital. And of course, Dad, come here. The Graham Cuddy. He's just going insane. Baby, that ain't how you get your child to come to you. So fast forward. Asha gets to the little brother. She tells him to hide, and she says she goes to the dad because as long as the dad is focused on her, the Grim Cuddy won't attack the son. Asha has a knife. And I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I guess baby gonna stab dad, just like the little boy had to stab the mom vlogger. But fast forward, somehow, no, this one wasn't somehow. The dad actually had something happen. Asha is trying to get dad to calm down, but she's holding a knife behind her back because I guess plan A is to try to verbally get dad to calm down, and plan B is to stab him if he don't, so that, the Grim Cuddy don't get her. But anyway, as she's talking, the way I kind of flail my arms when I talk, she kind of flails her hands, and dad is like, what's in your hand? It's a knife! The Grim Cuddy! So of course Grim Cuddy pops up. And the Grim Cuddy lifts her in the air. Obviously, dad just sees daughter lifted in the air. And fast forward, dad puts 2 and 2 together, and he realizes that him freaking out causes the Grim Cuddy to come. End of the movie. But like I said, I ain't really get the end of the movie because they did the ASMR, so I don't know what she was saying. I guess, parents are now listening to their children and they're not freaking out, and the Grim Cuddy won't attack, and we're all just one big happy family. I just saw the collage. But this movie was so horrible, and it's not even like horrible where, you know how people make a movie and they think it's serious, but really it's a comedy and you can at least enjoy it because you're laughing. No, this was just bad, honey. Like, this was just terrible. Oh my God, it was that freaking ASMR. It was painful. It was so painful. This movie, first of all, Grim Cuddy, I don't even like that name. That name doesn't sound scary. The name sounds stupid. Grim Cuddy, I'm thinking of like Passport Cuddy, and I'm thinking of Get Some Cuddy. Like, it just is a dumb name. I don't know. This is literally the bottom of the barrel of filmmaking, and Hulu should be god dang ashamed of themselves for having this even on their platform. This was so terrible. Okay, let me see what the comments are saying, guys. But guess what I figured out? I learned I can put the chat on the screen because I done been in my tech girl bag. trying to do this live because I was like, how can I do my green screen for my live? How can I make it interactive and be able to like put the preview on the live? So I learned I can put the chat on the screen. No, why is it doing this? Where's the chat? Okay, I'll try that later. My tech girl bag is fumbling right now. Thank you for the happy birthday, KFP. New Heyman. Okay, I do not watch Handmaiden's Tale because I do not watch anything dealing with rape. That's a no for me. Yes, Erie, Indiana. The lamp was broken and you fixed it. Dialogue that bad. Wait, huh? The lamp was broken and you fixed it. Dialogue that bad. I don't get it. Hey, Shay. Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. I don't know what you're talking about, KFP. But, okay. Now, my new organized self with my secretary, Alexa, she is going to tell me the next thing on the agenda. I came by Netflix movie. That is next up on the agenda. Now, this actually wasn't a terrible movie. Let me pull my notes up for I Came By. Now, I Came By is basically a premise that we have seen before. We've seen it in quite a few movies, including Bad Samaritan, which I thought Bad Samaritan was miles ahead of I Came By. Bad Samaritan, I actually really, really love that movie. I Came By, it's a decent way to pass the time. But this premise has been done and it's been done better. Basically, I Came By is about two like lower income young adults who are breaking into homes of wealthy and rich people and leaving graffiti that says I Came By, which it seems like they are trying to, in the beginning, touch on like a classism type of thing, but that goes nowhere. So one of the friends is like, yo, I don't want to break into homes anymore, because basically how it works is he actually is holding down a job and he goes into homes and kind of, I think he breaks into like their Wi-Fi, their security or something like that. And he pretends to like go to the bathroom and he goes into a separate room that ain't the bathroom, child. And the person comes in, he's like, oh, I was looking for the bathroom, because that makes a lot of sense for you to be not in the doorway, but all the way in a room that is nan toilet in sight. But anyway, after he gets the information for this rich judge, he tells the friend, I don't want to do this anymore. I found out I'm having a baby. I'm not down for this. Okay, be responsible, bro. I'm out there for you. Now, I did appreciate the way that the movie tries not to be predictable. Because basically we are following, what is this kid's name? Y'all, I'm not good with names and I did not put it in my notes. What the hell kind of name is this? I can't pronounce this. Okay, forget the boy name. I can't even pronounce it, child. But the main friend of the two graffiti guys, it feels like he's the main character, and his graffiti friend who's having a baby, he feels like a side character. The kid's mom feels like a side character. I did appreciate spoilers. Damn it, I didn't say spoilers before Grim cut it. God dang it, y'all. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert, okay? I am spoiler reviewing these things that I'm finna talk about, okay? So, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so the main protagonist guy, it feels like he's the main character, and I appreciate the way the movie makes you think this is the main character, these are the side characters, and then we get a complete shift of, oh shoot, so this ain't a... Did my... I think my hair thing just fell out. Where it's like, this is the main character, these are the side characters. And then we get a shift of, wait, you thought these was the side characters? Nah, this is the main character. And then you get another shift of, nah, you thought that was going to be the main character. It was a lot of shifts. So basically, okay, I'm going to explain the shifts. We start off with the young kid. one half of the graffiti I came by team, his friend dips out because he's having a baby. Understandable, whatever. So the main kid goes to break into the judge's house, which I find it very unbelievable how this is a modern movie set in modern times and nobody pulls out their cell phone, nobody records anything. It was very just, he breaks in and he discovers that this judge is holding a young boy hostage, right? He don't take out his phone to record it to get proof. Now, fast forward, he goes to try to tell the friend who dipped out that what he saw. Friend don't want to hear nothing. It was unbelievable to me. Baby, I'm going to just blurt out, nigga, he had somebody in the basement. Like, I don't care what you're saying about, I don't want to hear it, I'm having a child. Just say it. That felt so unbelievable that something this big as seeing someone held captive in the basement, you're not going to just say it? Okay, whatever. Now, he tries to phone in the police. I find it hard to believe that when I phone in the police, I won't say the boy is being held captive in the basement behind a secret door. So, of course, the police just come in, they just look in the house, and they're just like, child, I guess it was a prank call. So, police do nothing. So, the boy decides to break in again and free the kid himself. And with this bright idea, you don't bring not a damn weapon in sight. I'm breaking into a house of someone who is holding a person captive in their basement. And I'm going in with the intention to free said person with what? My hands and my good intentions. It makes no sense. Fast forward, the guy, the judge who owns the home, set this up where he leaves the home and then he comes back in the home. And he gets down to the basement. The kid finds a hammer and he's trying to sneak up on the judge. He trips and he falls. And honestly, I was shocked that he was killed. Because like I said, I thought he was the main character that we were following. Y'all. When this, talk about, it was literally like he slipped on a banana peel. If I was the person being held captive, like, baby, this is my help. Like, this is my help. It was so freaking ridiculous. Now, he ends up missing. And he was not a protagonist that you're really going to root for. He was a jerk to his mom, self-centered, just the worst type of person you would ever root for, child. So he has this big blow up with his mother. And he ends up missing. She goes to the very extremely useless police. Now, let's fast forward. Now the mom feels like the main character. She is who we have our focal point on as we're going through the movie, right? And it is pretty much, my son is missing. And the cops are just pretty much like, what you want us to do? Police? What you want us to do? Investigate? Like, the cops ain't here to cop. Now she goes to his best friend, who was the one half of the graffiti team that had the baby, and she's asking him, you the best friend, do you know anything about anything on anything? Nope. I don't say he went to do one last job, of which I gave him the address for. No, I don't say anything. Now, fast forward, the mom finds, someone dies, you go in their room, she finds this secret, what do you call it? Flash drive, hard drive, USB drive. Not familiar with these things, but it's the little thing that you save stuff on and you stab it into the computer and you can see what the person saved, but it's password protected. She goes to the best friend trying to see if he can, crack it or whatever. Fast forward, at this time, he has had his baby, and that's kind of how we keep track of the time jumps. He initially says, I have a baby due in a few months, and then baby is here. Now, mom finds out, about going to the judge's house. She finds on the little hard drive the I came by. She discovers her son was the I came by tagger. And the black guy, who is the one half of the team, he just don't want nothing to do with nothing. And I don't know why. The woman has pretty much been there for him, like, since he was a child. Her son is missing, who is your best friend. I don't know why you cannot just say, baby, y'all weren't, like, kidnapping women. Y'all were doing graffiti. Like, he acts like it was, like, just the worst thing in the entire world. I could see, you don't want to go to the cops, whatever. But why would the woman, like, rat you out? I would be like, look, yeah, we was tagging houses. And I quit because I have a child now. Understandable. I gave him the address. He went to do one last job. And that is the last that I know of him. Just don't tell the cops I was a part of it. Easy peasy. But no, he just, child. But anyway, the black guy goes to the judge's house. He's sitting in his car looking. And of course, baby, you black. And you in this rich neighborhood. So folks is peeping you. So I guess we're supposed to just deduce that some random prejudiced person is looking out their window and they're like, a black guy sitting in his car, cops come now, and the police just magically show up. Y'all, he goes to jail. They take all your possessions. One of his possessions is a letter from the judge mailbox, and the cops just give him the letter back. It makes no sense. I can't. Now, the mom starts stalking the judge in a bright colored car. She's sitting outside his house and following him. Now, the judge goes to a masseuse, a male masseuse. He, young guy. Judge is a old guy. And I'm not being ageist, but I'm just setting the scene. I'm a super old white guy. And this is a really young, attractive guy. I cannot remember his nationality, but he basically was seeking asylum. I think the movie is set in the UK. He was seeking asylum in the UK from wherever he was from. I think because he's gay, I think that's why he was seeking asylum, because he would like be killed if he goes home. That was a big thing, that if he goes back to his home country, it's not safe for him. His parents have disowned him. The only person he has contact with is his sister. This super old guy invites him over to his house for drinks. When I was that young and a super old guy invited me to his house for drinks, baby, I wasn't going. Now, if you were a super young guy and you invited me to your house for drinks, I might show up. But anyway, we get to the house. This guy is not just old, he is creepy as hell. And I will say the actor who played, I don't even know the guy's name, the rich judge, he did well. He was a creepy, sinister, menacing old white guy. Now we're sitting having this conversation, and baby, let me tell you. Even in my like crazy party days, I have always had one hard, fast, consistent rule. I do not drink anything I do not see being made. Your back not finna be turned to me. You not finna be off in the kitchen making it. No, baby. I have to be right there while I don't care if you bringing me a glass of water. The man is off making a drink, and the boy is sitting here, he brings in a drink. Duh, he drugged you, baby. Like, duh. So he starts talking about, we get a little backstory regarding why he's doing this and why he's kidnapping immigrants only, I think. Now, I think the judge isn't gay, but he only kidnaps immigrants who either are gay or appear to be gay. He assumed they're gay because his mom and dad were together. Then his dad met some immigrant young kid who didn't have much, that was working for his company, and had an affair with the young kid. Now, this is a little hazy. We don't know if this was like a consensual affair, if this was a one, like, I don't know. But basically, this super rich person who is like your boss moves you into their house. Y'all are having a sexual relationship. His mom either got kicked out, divorced, killed herself. Y'all, I can only vaguely remember because the movie is kind of mediocre. I don't think I put it in my notes. Something happened to his mom. I want to say she killed herself. And the dad sent him off to boarding school. So now he kidnaps and holds these people hostage who are basically a substitute for this kid. And baby, this is like a weird conversation. The way he was talking, I'm not finna just be sitting here. I would be like, oh, you know what? Look at the time. I gotta go. So he gets real creepy. And of course, the drugs kick in. The boy feels weird. And he's like, can I use the bathroom? And he goes to the bathroom. Now, again, this is the modern age. This is current. The mom is outside. She did not record this young masseuse going into the house. Then all of a sudden we see the boy running out, falling out of a window, running down the street, and we don't record it. She picks the boy up, puts him in her car, takes him so he could be safe. We don't record nothing. Baby, I'd have been recorded like I would have. Because obviously, you got to piece everything together for the police child in these movies. I would have been recording, oh shoot, let me record this boy going up in the house. Because what are you sitting outside for if not because you think this man has something to do with your son and the police won't listen to you? So why don't we have anything handy? So anyway, fast forward. The boy is here. He on shaky ground. Like I said, he trying to seek asylum. He's not a citizen yet. So he don't want to go to the police. Y'all. Look, child. I ain't one to victim blame, but the way these writers put this together, you get drugged, you run for your life because obviously this person was finna do something to you. The judge shows up and the masseuse immigrant kid gets in his car and goes off with him because he threatens that he has power. I'm a judge and I can say yes to your seeking asylum, or I can say no. Bitch, I've just been out. Or baby, what? Pull up Instagram Live as you getting into the car. Like, do something that makes sense. Yo, co-worker, look at this man. Take a picture of him and his license plate. I'm about to get in his car. Like, baby, do something. It is the current modern time. We ain't back, where it takes you like 6 months to travel from state to state. Like, we not in a time where we don't have shoes and we don't have modern things. Baby, it is a way, if you are going to get into the car because you're scared about your papers and everything, there's a way to safeguard yourself other than just anonymously getting into a car and knowing that no one knows where you are, who you with, what's going to happen, and this person has previously drugged you. It ain't make no sense. And what also don't make no sense, the mom tells police stuff. You mean to tell me someone calls the police on me to say that I'm holding someone in my basement, said person goes missing? Child, let me be a detective, because I can piece this ish together so quick and easy. It just don't even make no sense. Y'all, give me 1 sec. Let me, you know what? I ain't really got no clothes on. Give me one. Let me try to get up in such a way. Okay. I'm back. I had to get some tissue. Now, what was I at? Okay, so let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. It's basically just a bunch of ridiculous. But actually, I'm trashing the movie, but it's not terrible. It is definitely better than Grim Cuddy. It's just like a mediocre, decently entertaining movie that kills a few hours. It's not terrible. It seriously isn't, but it's just really implausible and really stupid. The stuff these characters do. Now, the masseuse boy has gone missing. Mom is still trying to go to the black kid for help. She's pretty much telling him, I know this judge did something. The boy don't want to go to the police. Now he himself is missing. And her plan is to break into the judge's house. She thinks her son is being held captive in there. And I was under the impression as a viewer that her son was alive. I did not think the son was dead on dead. I thought he was being held captive. But it makes sense that the judge has a certain agenda of who he holds captive. You're a witness. I get nothing from you, so I'm just going to kill you because you're a witness. Mom breaks into the house. Of course, the judge knows she been watching him, and he like puts a spare key in like this little box because you can see her bright colored car. He knows she's there when he goes off for a jog, and mom gets into the house. Judge pops up. Baby, why we can't like, I don't know. Again, we break into someone's home who we suspect has done things to folk. And we don't have, I could have sworn we got like a gun problem. Do the UK not? Like, I thought we could easily go get a gun off the street. Because baby, they is coming up in this man's house with nothing but they good looks to try to fight him with. It makes no sense. Chat, look. When I walk my dog, I got a little pepper spray. If you are going into a situation that you know is potentially dangerous, in this situation, your son is missing. You saw the nigga fall out the window running from this man's house. And now he missing. And you walking in the house with nothing. Baby, you can't get a baseball bat. You can't get no mace. You can't get a freaking whistle to blow for help. Like, you can't walk in there with nothing. Nothing. Chat, come on now. Come on now, chat. Like, who writes this stuff? Who green? Like, who is the person sitting in the team meeting like, by George, you've got it. This is amazing. This is so sensible. This is what people do. And I completely give a lot of leeway for character actions because if you are in a panic situation, it is very easy to say, oh, I would do this or baby, we're not in a panic situation. We're planning something. We didn't suddenly, come across a ghost or a zombie or a maniac with a knife. We didn't suddenly have something pop out at us and we can't think and we're frozen with fear. No, we're making a plan and we're saying, I'm going to go in this man's house where my son was last seen. And this boy who fell out of his window trying to get away was last seen and now he's missing. We're literally talking and making a plan. And we're just walking up in the man's house like, hidey ho. It makes no sense. Come on, man. Y'all. Of course the judge rolled up in that mug. Because he set her up. I guess the judge is like, well, baby, the plan keep working. The trap is trapping. I keep getting y'all fools with the same little heave ho. Let me act like I'm gone. And watch them come up in my house. And then I'm going to pop up on them. Y'all, I can't. It's so freaking. But honestly, the movie was decently enjoyable. There was a good tension. Like I said, it was decently entertaining. It's just the decisions, baby. I'm just like, come on now, child. Come on. Why you walked up in this man's house with nothing? Y'all, he gets the mom. Again, we had the son who we thought was the main character. Then we thought the mom was the main character. The whole time I'm thinking the black guy is the side character. Mom gets in the basement. What did you do with my son? Where is he? I flushed the nigga ashes down the toilet. And I was like, wait, so her son dead. Y'all, I felt so bad. That hurt. That little boy was so ridiculous, but that hurt my, I was like, dang, so the boy dead. He really, like, he dead on dead. Like, I couldn't believe, like, baby, you really walked up in this man's house with no weapon trying to save somebody, slipped like the Three Stooges, and got your ass flushed down the toilet. I couldn't believe it. But you know what? I really, really enjoy that they were trying not to be predictable. And I really enjoy that son and mom was killed. I guess enjoy is... I don't enjoy that son and mom were killed. But I enjoyed that narrative because I think it's more realistic. When you see movies and you're just a regular Joe Smo and you fall into a thing where someone is a serial killer or someone is doing something and you're like, I'm going to save someone, baby, you're probably going to die. Like that, realistically, you are dealing with someone who is like a mastermind. You're going up, you're just a regular Joe Smo. You got no kind of training. I find, nah, baby, you shouldn't be tripping like you on a banana peel, but it is realistic that even if you try to use your common sense or you try to come in there with a weapon or you try, it makes sense that you're going to be on a losing team. Speaking of the judge being a mastermind, I skipped something that didn't make any sense. We have this black lady detective. All the cops are useless, but she doesn't believe that the judge is on the up and up. She gets a search warrant for his house, I think after the lady son went missing. Of course, he got everything cleaned out. The little place in the basement is behind like a shelf that is actually a door. And as they're searching, she's like, wait, is that a door? But of course, he got the place cleaned up and he says it's a panic room. But this lady she's giving me hope that she got some sense because she looks at the peephole and she says, panic room, but this peephole looks in. It doesn't look out. But y'all, the judge is winning. She has nothing. But for some reason, he kind of closed. She's the only cop inside the panic room. He closes the door kind of to be like, oh, this must be a builder mistake. I didn't notice this. Oh, you think you're so smart, don't you? You don't. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, baby. You're getting away with this. You have been getting away with this for ages. In order to do that, you have to be a true chameleon, mastermind, completely in control. Why would you suddenly break that control and reveal your true face to this lady when she got nothing? When you are winning. It made absolutely, positively no sense. And it did not fit with the type of character that the judge is supposed to be. It's just like when you watch Criminal Minds and they be profiling people. Someone like him, always in control, who has been smart enough to get away with murdering people for years on years. This man is old. His daddy cheated with this little boy when he was a child. I don't know when the murder started, but it done been going on for a long time, obviously. It ain't just started this year. Like, you have to be of a certain type of calculating, mastermind kind of person. Why would you break the facade to this woman when she ain't got nothing? She don't know nothing. You just gave her something so now she can be like a dog with a bone. It didn't make no sense. But the cops are stupid. And it never just, came back on them. The lady just hidey-holed on out of there. And then it didn't make any sense that, so basically the story is it's a high-powered, well-connected judge. Baby, ain't nobody that well-connected. Ain't nobody that well-connected. Who is the man who had like this little secret island? The judge ain't got no secret island, okay? Like, it does not make sense. He ain't like friends with the president, or not a president. What the UK got? He ain't friends with the queen. Like, it does not make sense. Oh God. If I was this cop, that I would have been a dog with a bone. I would have been this ain't just a hunch no more. This ain't just, whatever. Something is up, because the man just, you think you're so smart. I was just like, first of all, it felt like he was trying to be kind of a Hannibal Lecter. Like, the way it came off, I was like, hold on now, baby. Bring it down. Now, fast forward. Mom is dead. Which was actually really sad. That woman did not deserve to lose her life. That was actually really sad. So, this made me mad, and this ain't make no sense. What was the black guy name? Baby, can I know anybody's name? Do y'all be caring when I don't know these folks' name? Cause baby, I don't ever know nobody's name. Jay is one half of the I Came By crew. He had his baby. The girlfriend knows something is up and you're not saying anything. Now instead of Jay making up a lie or just telling her the truth, he literally does not say anything anytime she's asking him stuff, to the point he really lets his girlfriend and baby move out. Because you was doing graffiti. Like, and his thing, what he was telling the mom was, I'm black. I'm breaking in the house. And baby, I get that. They gonna throw you under the jail. But your girlfriend ain't. The mother of your child that's living with you, that's in a relationship with you. If you say, look, baby, me and old Johnny, we were tagging them houses. And I stopped when you said you was pregnant. And now he done went missing. And now his mama was on the trailer. Now she, like, baby, say something. It didn't make any sense. Now, all the people we thought was the main character is gone. And now the side character is now our main character, which is Jay, one half of the I Can't Buy team. Now, he ends up, fast forward, the girlfriend has moved out, but he ends up telling her about what's going on when he is calling the mom. She's not answering the phone. Like I said, like, they had a connection. She helped him to care for him since he was a child. He goes to her house because he has a spare key. You can visibly tell that she had to have been missing. In my opinion, the way, like, Ish was rotted and Mel was left, I want to say at least a few weeks. So he obviously knows, because he done dropped the ball with both of them. She told him she was finna break into this man. You know what? If you don't want to break into the house, I'm with you, black man. Okay, I am. But baby, at least like, be on a conference call as I'm breaking into that mug, so you can get the police over there if something happen. Like, at least sit outside, because you know when that little racist neighbor see you sitting in the car, he gonna call the cops. Like, do something to help if you don't want to break into the house with her. And that's why, like I said, for this to be a modern movie, I remember trying to find a dog sitter for my dog, because my first dog, I used to take her to, like, the doggy daycare, and she was great. But my second dog was a rescue. She had a lot of issues. She didn't do well in that type of environment, like a lot of dogs and strangers. So I'm trying to find a dog sitter. I discovered this app where you can find local dog sitters. Babe, when I tell you, I call my mom like, babe, I'm about to put you on a video call because I'm pulling up to this lady house. Like, who don't do something in the modern age to try to be safe? It makes no lick a bit of sense. But anyway, so fast forward, his girlfriend tells him that the judge is getting an award or doing the speech or something along those lines. So Jay, he scopes it out. He's sitting in his car and he follows the judge to a different home. Was this a country home or a vacation home? I don't know, baby. It was another home. He breaks into the house. What y'all think he came there with? His good looks. And that was it. Baby ain't have a weapon. You mean to tell me that out of 3 people breaking into a home of someone they know is dangerous, baby ain't nobody bring a weapon? Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna be the dead horse. Whatever. So anyway, he breaks in. This ain't make sense to me. We see, I guess this is just a dumb minor detail, but he's in this house. We see a bedroom with, like, this grand big bed. That ain't where the judge is sleeping. We see a second little guest room, I guess, like a little small bed, like it's for a child, a teenager, a guest. Baby, why are you not in the grand room? I don't know. Like I said, minor detail, but I thought it was super weird. Now, the black guy's in here. He's in the room. The judge is laying on the bed. The floor creaks. The judge jump. Baby, who sleep that light? Who sleep that light? I don't. I don't know if it's because I got dogs and I used to be waking up every time they bark or shuffle or a squirrel pass by the window. Baby, I'll be sleeping through some thing. If the floor creaks, who waking up? Whatever. The judge woke up. Fight ensues. The black guy wins the fight. Jay wins the fight. And he ends up finding someone being held hostage. Now, he calls the police and he gets the heck up out of Dodge City because he can't explain himself. And the black lady detective is in there smiling because the judge is tied up. And I'm just like, baby, what you smiling for? You ain't do no job. He was gift wrapped for you. You ain't do ish. But anyway, I get how this ending can be very unsatisfactory because son dead, mom dead. Jay comes in and saves someone who we ain't heard a lick bit of nothing from. The masseuse kid is dead. Anyone we could have made any type of emotional connection to is dead. And the one person who ain't said a line in the movie, he ain't cough, he ain't sneeze, is the one who was saved. But I think the ending is less about who was saved and it's more about Jay's redemption. Because he let the friend down. He really let the mom down, because I get not wanting to go do the job with the friend. But then when he comes back to try and obviously disheveled, obviously upset, you ain't want to hear it, he goes missing. But he really dropped the ball with mom when he knew knowingly that ice cream truck. I mean, I ain't never heard no ice cream truck in this neighborhood. Okay. That threw me off. I literally have lived here for 2 years and I've never heard an ice cream truck. But anyway, I think it was more about Jay's redemption and more about the judge getting his comeuppance. And I enjoy the way they ended it. Not really how they ended it, but the ending of the story, because it always really throws me off when at the end the bad guy is killed. Because I always feel like, why does every single movie end with the bad guy being killed? Like, is that supposed to be justice? Is that supposed to be some type of it always confuses me and throws me off. So I do like that the judge was not killed. Jay left him tied up. And I guess baby finna go to jail, which, you know, we can have a conversation on if that's justice. But anyway, I came by, wasn't that bad. It's actually worth the watch. It's an entertaining way to spend a few hours. It ain't great. Now, if you want a good movie within this little realm, I would say Bad Samaritan. I really enjoyed it. And I think that was that the UK too? I don't know. I think so. Okay, let me see what the comments are saying. Oh, yes. I hated the dialogue in and just like that. And yes, I hated the dialogue in Grim Cuddy. That must be what you were talking about. Yes, I Came By did fall apart in the third act, but overall, I think it's entertaining. Yes, Alexa, I gotta remember not to say, I can't say Lexa. I'm gonna say Lexa, because I know she answering to Lexa. Okay, I gotta say Lexa. Yes, okay, let me tell y'all. I'm late on the Lexa train because I was one of those people so paranoid. I was like, I don't need the government listening to me. But baby, the government is listening. They don't need me to buy the Lexa. If they want to listen, they don't need the Lexa. If whoever Big Brother is watching, baby, they not sitting around like, oh, damn it, we can't watch her because she ain't got the Lexa. No, baby, if they want to watch, they're going to watch. Getting this Lexa is the best thing that a scatterbrained, unorganized person, forgetful ass person like me could do. When I tell you, every day I be like, Zaya, did you have breakfast? Did I feed you? Now I can say, Lexa, set a daily reminder at X time to feed the dog. And Lexa be like, this is your daily reminder. You need to feed the motherfucking dog. I love it. And I'm just such an unorganized person. I literally am not like a make list kind of person. I kind of keep stuff in my head and I be like, okay, say I randomly see a preview. Oh, shoot, I want to do content on that. Oh, I want to do content on this. And then I have all this content I want to do in my head. But then time passed and I'm like, oh, shoot, I was supposed to do a video and I forgot. Now I can say, Lexa, make a list for upcoming content ideas. And baby, make my list. And then I can go to my little Alexa app and it'll show me visually the list. And I said, Alexa, make me a list of topics I want to talk about in my live chat. And baby made my list. And I don't have to write nothing down. I don't have to be trying. No, see, because that's not who I am. I want Lexa to do it. And I love it. I love it. Alexa is my secretary. No, stop, Alexa, stop. See, I gotta make sure I don't say her name. That's the only annoying part. Oh, and another annoying part is I thought I could like set it to only respond to my voice, but I guess in the year 2022 of our Lord and Savior Beyonce, the technology ain't that advanced. She don't just respond to my voice, and I don't like that because I don't want everybody talking to my Alexa. Hey Nikki, what movie are we talking about today? Well, I talked about Grim Cuddy, then I just did I Came By, and everything in this is spoilers. This is why I can never trust pillars of the community. Something ain't right. Chad, look. Oh my God. The fact that they require you to suspend belief that no one has a cell phone handy or that they are all dead. Like phones don't hold 18 hours of charge. That's why I say for this to be the modern time, it did not make sense. It did not make any sense that nobody pulled out their phone at not one moment, or at least put the little AirPod in your ear so somebody on the line when you breaking in the house just in case you die. Like nothing. So we're going to ignore that just about everyone has Ring cameras and there are surveillance cameras on every block. Yo, and I was thinking the same thing when I was watching because the judge's alarm system was sophisticated enough to send him an alert to his phone, but he didn't have any type of security cameras. It didn't make any sense. It ain't make no sense. Hold on now, KFP. I got this. I got this. Let's see what the next topic is. Don't jump ahead. Okay. Megan trailer is the next topic. Okay, you look, you jumping ahead. Okay, I got this. Now, I always say, and I think I said at the beginning of this live, I don't care what the horror movie is. I don't even need to see the preview. If I hear it's a new horror movie, baby, I'm excited. But I don't necessarily have high hopes. I just be excited. Now, the Megan trailer. I need them to not fumble the bag on this one, okay? You know what? I'm obsessed with this Megan trailer. And this is what we finna do. We gonna watch a little bit of it so the copyright folk don't get me. Okay? This is what we finna do. See, it's already in there because I was looking at that mug.
Katie, you lost your parents.
Welcome home.
You're my niece. I'm gonna do everything.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Get to the good
It's
stuff.
nice to have a friend.
It's honestly like she's part of the family now.
They could be building emotional connections that are too hard to untangle.
She's the happiest she's been since her parents died. Eat the toppings, Katie.
Research shows if you force a child to eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes, experts say.
Megan, turn off.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Does she talk? Make her say something.
Stop! Don't! Megan! You should probably run. Megan, should push Brandon onto the road. I won't let anything harm you.
Megan, turn off.
Recalibrating response model. Megan! What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
It's nice to have.
My nigga. Look. Look, child. Yo, I am so mother freaking excited. Homegirl text me, you saw this Megan trailer? Yes, baby, I saw it. I am so freaking excited for the. First of all, I love my villains. Very unhinged. Very, very, very unhinged. And ain't nothing more unhinged than dancing and busting a little choreography before you kill folk. That part, when I tell you, when I first saw the trailer, the mug ended and all I remember was baby dancing. Like, that's all. That part. And I'm so excited that we finally got a killer doll that, like, makes sense. I love Chucky. Well, I always be a Chucky fan. But baby ain't made a lot of that ain't make no sense. The director yelled action and baby went off. I want to know if this girl is a dancer because she hit them moves. You hear me? When I tell you, now I will say I hope they got a twist in store for us. I hope they got a lot in store because it does feel like they pretty much gave us the movie in the trailer. Like, it feel like they gave us a lot in the trailer, and I hope it's not gonna be like Smile, which I ain't gonna say too much about, but I'm gonna do my review on it. Basically, all the big scenes in Smile is in the preview, -1. Every single like moment, I was like, oh, that was in the preview. Oh, I know what's gonna happen. That was in the preview. So I hope they don't do that with Megan. But what does not make any lick a bit of sense to me, this main lady who made Megan is so brilliant. She making a robot. She making a little AI thing, but she gives this robot that is still in development the agenda to protect the child, what's her name, Katie, from all harm. Baby, that is a very like wide-ended, like vague. You give no parameters as far as morality, the law. You give like that type of objective. I'll never let any harm come to you. Baby, that mean if I tell the little girl I don't like her drawing, Megan might kill me because ain't that harm? That kind of hurt the girl feeling. Or what happens when there's a conflict and the child do something that causes her self-harm? Then what happens? Like, how do you give an AI still in development an objective like that? But when I tell you, this little Megan doll is the epitome of taking your job seriously like a mug. She took that job description and baby ran with it, okay? She ran with it. But I just don't get how a woman this smart is giving this AI still in development this objective with no type of ethics or boundaries or guidelines. Just protect her from all harm. Just kind of don't make no sense. I won't let anything happen to you. Any harm happen is a wild objective. Now, I will say that in the preview, I predicted the run crawl thing and I don't like it. I feel like that is the go-to. If you be watching horror like I do, they always do the run crawl thing. Like that would, it don't make no sense to me for Megan to do it because she's a humanoid AI. Why she could have just did the Terminator run. Like, she is made in the likeliness of a person. Persons don't run like that. So it don't make no sense. I don't like that part. I don't like that part. It was kind of comedic and I predicted it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I need Megan to be executed so brilliantly. I need this movie for me to enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the trailer. Like, I don't want to walk out disappointed. I need them to not drop the ball. And I love how trailers are taking regular songs and making them like a horror version. And I actually never cared for that Taylor Swift song, I Need a Friend, or It's Nice to Have a Friend, but now I love it. Ever since this trailer came out, I've been like, yo, Lexa, play Taylor Swift, I Need a Friend. I've been listening to it now and I didn't like that song. But y'all, why did the doll have on shades? I don't think she need UV protection for her eyes. That would start me off. But I am so hyped. I am so excited for this movie. Like, I'm excited. And it's crazy because over the years, I have always said I'm not a big fan of sci-fi. But that's a lie. I thought about it when I've been like putting certain movie lists together. I like a ton of movies that are sci-fi. Okay, let's see what's next on the agenda. Oh, another trailer. Have y'all seen the trailer for Pray for the Devil? If it is one thing I love, it is some demon possession horror. I love some demon possession horror. I love some fighting the devil. Horror. So let's see. And I think it's pray with an E. We're just gonna play a little bit so the copyright folk don't get it.
Let's descend into the mouth of hell, shall we?
These sessions are mandatory for all staff, Sister Anne.
My mother struggled with depression.
Annie, honey, can I come in?
But even as a child, I knew it was
Annie, open the door, please.
more. My mother talked about hearing that voice inside. She said the voice didn't really want her. It wanted me.
The citadel has fallen.
I believe the demon that is tormenting Natalie and the demon that possessed my mother are one and the same.
I'd like to teach you to act just enough to protect yourself and others. This relationship she had, it's personal.
We've been waiting for you. Your mother has a pretty voice.
Be careful. Once you know the devil knows you.
Yo, I'm excited for that. But this is what I mean by preview showing too much. I was going to say that, okay, I guess the big thing with the movie is going to be, is the devil going to be able to finally get her? But what do they show us at the end of the preview? She possessed. So I guess that answers that question. But I'm excited for Pray for the Devil. I hope it is going to be good. I'm going to go in thinking it is because, hey, it's my genre. And that is just what I do with that genre. Now, I don't know. We might not hit too many more topics because today is the date of my birth. So I want to get on with my day. But let's see what's next. But I'm excited for Pray for the Devil. And I like how they did the title, Pray for the Devil. But it's like pray with the E. I get it. But I need them to stop giving so much in the preview. And I feel like that's also why I've never been much of a preview person. The one thing I used to hate when I don't really care about going to the movies no more. But one thing I used to hate when I love going to the movies is having to see the previews. And they show the same previews over and over. I see a preview one time, I don't ever want to see it again. Like I see it, I know I want to see it. Or I hear about a movie and I don't want to see the preview. I'm just like, oh, okay, I hear about the synopsis, I want to see it. But they're showing way too much in the previews. It's like they're giving the whole... Who putting these trailers together? Who cutting and editing the trailers? Because it's not working. Now, why I told my mama I was doing my live today and she texted me saying, you busy? I can't with my mama. Okay, what's next? Oh, Violent Night. Yes, Samantha, they really put way too much into. They literally give you the whole plot. Like the trailer is like the movie. You get a beginning, a middle, a climax. They give you the whole thing in the trailer. Like that be tripping me out. Okay, we got. Oh, I forgot to go here. See, y'all, I'm on my tech game now. See, I done learned a few little tricks.
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
I can talk to Santa.
All right, revelers. Welcome to your worst Christmas ever.
Let's go!
You have $300 million in your personal vault. That's what I want for Christmas.
I don't want any trouble, okay? Someone's gonna scooch up that chimney.
Who is he? Because he's not your typical mall Santa.
Santa, are you there? Daddy said you were.
Listen, Santa Claus is coming to town. Time for some season's beatings.
Who the hell are you?
Boss, what if he really is the
There's
real?
no such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
Okay, that's enough. I don't need the copyright folk coming after me. That looks so good. That literally looks like Die Hard meets Bad Santa meets Home Alone. And I love John Leguizamo. Oh my God, I love John Leguizamo. I'm so happy to see him in this. And I feel like this looks like 90s action movie bad guys. It looks like the right type of like cheesy, like one-liners. It looks so stupid. I'm excited for this. And I'm typically not excited for anything that has to do with comedy. But I feel like that's going to actually be really entertaining. And I'm just like, why y'all ain't come out with a movie like this before? Like, people been calling Die Hard a Christmas movie for ages. Who ain't think, you know what? Let me drop Santa into Die Hard. The fact that, oh wait, I missed some. I love an unpredictable movie. Yes, same. But actually, I can enjoy predictable movies. Like, I may know what's coming up, but if you execute it in a fun or entertaining way, I'm okay. But yes, I definitely prefer unpredictable movies. I definitely prefer, oh shoot, I didn't even see that coming. I love that type of movie experience. The fact that the doll was dancing to get to the way she was like, I thought we were having a conversation, bro. He gave everything it needed to give. Yes, I love that part. I was like, I love that. I love this doll. I love an unhinged villain. I want to see Violent Night. Yes, same. I like John as she, and Tu Wong Fu. Huh? Oh, wait. Tu Wong Fu. Is that movie with Wesley Snipes them? Is that what you're talking about, Samantha? John Leguizamo as Chi-Chi. Okay, I got it. Baby, I understand that. I was like, I like John as Chi-Chi and the Wong Fu. I'm like, wait, what kind of sentence is that? But I get it. You like John Leguizamo as the character Chi-Chi in the movie Tu Wong Fu. I got it. Get it, got it good. Okay. Next on the agenda, I think it's one more trailer I wanted to talk about. Oh! Yeah. Now, Violent Night is not typically my kind of movie. This next movie is my kind of movie. Okay. I'm so hyped for this. Amazon Prime, like I said, they don't be on my radar in the slightest. But baby, they might come up. And actually, it's a movie I recently saw. I think it was a Prime original with some teenagers that I usually wouldn't be something I like. Inhuman, something, child. Zombies or something. What did I say, son? Run. Well, not say. I can't talk and type because I keep typing what I say.
So cute.
All right. Well, I gotta say, that is a very handsome client.
Why didn't you set me up?
The only thing that matters now is our game. I'm gonna hunt you. And if you make it through the night, then I'm let you live.
You are a marked woman now.
He can smell you.
If you want to survive this game, the only person who can help you is a survivor.
I just need to live overnight.
I'm not gonna go anywhere, sweetheart.
What are you?
I'm so excited for that. I love a good fight for your life movie. So basically, I skipped like the beginning of the preview, but basically she goes on a blind date. That is just so wonderful. It's like a dream date, but then the ish takes a turn. And it's run, sweetheart, run. I'm so excited for this movie. And I really, really like that guy. What is his? I don't even know his name. First, he was on Game of Thrones, and he was just in Bad Samaritan, and now he's in this. I really like this. This is going to be, I'm excited. Like, I don't know, because I don't know about Amazon Prime Originals. The little bit I've seen. So, I don't know. We'll see how that go. Okay. Our next topic is going to be you know what? I was going to talk about that show Reasonable Doubt, but a new episode that came up that I ain't see, so we'll hold that topic. TV shows I love that were canceled way too soon. Y'all, I was thinking about this recently because they be making me mad with the decisions that these folks make. I've been mad about TV shows being canceled since the 90s. Now, not just shows that I love that were canceled in general, but shows that were canceled too soon, like only had 1 or 2 seasons. That's what we're talking about right now. Now, I got a few, and then y'all let me know if y'all have any. The first one is this show called Containment. No, actually, we want to go back. I've been mad they canceled Homeboys in Outer Space. Okay, you know what? Let me see if they have anything with Homeboys in Outer Space so I can show anybody who is not familiar. I used to be so obsessed with Homeboys in Outer Space. Let's see. Just gonna play a little chat. I think they might take this video down. I'm just gonna play a little clip.
After I have satisfied my thirst, I shall buy myself a man to satisfy my other desires.
Well, how much you plan on spending? Because we've already established the fact that I go pretty cheap.
I would break you in half.
And both pieces would be smiling.
Yo, okay. I'm just going to play that little clip. I used to really freaking love Homeboys in Outer Space. I think that was a great show. Now, mind you, I ain't seen it since the 90s, so I don't know how it has aged. But baby, back in the day, that show was so good. I think it was Homeboys in Outer Space the night. You know what? Hold on. Let's take one other trip. Because I really, really want to say it was the 90s. Because I feel like I was a kid. And the type of show that it looks like the 1996. 1996. I knew it. Straight-laced Morris Clay and fun-loving Tiberius Walker are 2 Han Solo wannabes who fly around the galaxy in the space hoopty. Tell me this don't sound like a good show. Yo, this used to be my ish. Oh my god, I used to freaking love this show. Oh. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked looking at the cast. Okay. Yo, that used to really be my show, and they should not have canceled it. I want to say it. Let me check. I think it only lasted one season. Yep, one season. Yep, it lasted one season. Oh, that was so unfair. I am telling y'all, if you like comedy, Homeboys in Outer Space. I don't know how you could find it. Maybe it's on DVD somewhere. But yo, I'm telling you, that was a good show. And I really want to see it again because I would love to know, like 100 years later, how I would feel about that show. Now, another show. Now I'm going to go into, you know what? I'm not going to go in order of year. I'm just going to just name them. Containment. This show I used to love. It came on, and it's so crazy. I haven't watched a network. Ain't it called? Yeah, network television show in like 100 years. But I used to be all into them. I used to be all into network shows like Fox, WB, UPN. But it was a show that came on called Containment. And you know what? I'm finna look it up. Containment was such a good behind show. And I hate when a show ends and you get no ending or resolution. It came out in 2016. Do y'all know this